Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today we are going to continue with MAMAMOO's individual readings. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have been giving to Solar and MAMAMOO's individual readings. But in case this is the first time you've stumbled upon my individual readings, how many times am I going to say it? These videos have 4 different sections, which will be current energy, career, love life, and then any healing messages that come through. And of course, the person that we're going to be focusing on right now is Wheein. So let's start off with her current energy. So what is she currently going through? Let's see. The first card is the Ace of Cups. Interesting. The Ace of Wands reverse. Oh! And then we have the World reverse and the Lovers reverse. Okay. First of all, this is super significant because I don't really see the Ace of Cups this way. But the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Ace of Cups was that currently love is in the air for Wheein. A lot of romance, potential lovers out there, romantic interest. Like, I was like, someone's here, someone's ready to offer their cup and be like, this is my heart, take it. Like, okay, I didn't think that much. All I thought when I saw the Ace of Cups for the first time was like, oh, this could be about romance. But to me, that's super significant because I usually see the Ace of Cups in the terms of spirituality, emotions, new beginnings, right? However, some people, the moment when they see the Ace of Cups, they automatically think it's about love because we're talking about emotions. So yeah, it could be like some new person entering Wayne's life, or maybe she's opening up to love, and that is very important for her. But yeah, I'm just wanted to mention that it definitely is about romance because we do have the lovers, which I also want to say that I usually don't see the lovers as a romantic card, even though it's clearly the lovers, because I'm like, unless it jumps out to me that it's romantically related, I just see the lovers as opportunities and self beliefs of sorts. So, romance is in the air, which I'm so excited for. Let's go. Now, the other thing that we see for Wayne's current energy is the Ace of Wands reverse. So, there is also a new beginning. If this whole thing is talking about love, there is a lot of romance, there is a lot of emotions and intimacy involved. And when I mean intimacy, I don't necessarily mean anything physical. I mean it in the emotional sense. Some people, she feels strongly connected to someone in a emotional level that cannot be comprehended by others. There could be like a fated meeting with this person or something that makes her feel like she's connected to someone very, very special, and it's very significant to her and very important to her, and that's why it's being highlighted right now in her current energy. But with the Ace of Wands reverse, it shows that this magnetism and attraction that she may feel is not one that is just physical. Emotions are involved, the heart is involved, but there is also a chance that romance is in the air for her, but it hasn't fully blown, like the spark hasn't really started quite yet. So the fuel and the flames have not started. So with the Ace of Cups, it's like I get a sense of like imagination, a sense of visually manifesting or trying to manifest someone in her life, or trying to create this new beginning that is filled with emotions, filled with intuitive manifestation and healing. There's this sense of something that is not tangible and wishing for that something. Now with the Ace of Wands reverse, I'm getting the sense of like the motivation maybe is really not there, or like the passion for it is not there. Now I'm saying it in case it's not necessarily related to love, but there's definitely a new beginning because we have 2 aces, so it's very, very significant. But I do feel that this energy that we see on the table, because it is a table, the energy that we see currently on the table with Wheein kind of shows that she's going through a very big transformation in a sort of checkpoint in her life. So I usually talk about checkpoints in the sense of like something that we have to go through in our lives, something that we said it doesn't matter how we get there, we have to experience this. So kind of like part of our soul contract, part of our fate and destiny. Now I'm saying that because not only does she have 2 aces that symbolize beginnings, but we also have the World and the Lovers, which are two major arcanas, and we also have Death reversed in the bottom of her deck, which, you know, the bottom of the deck energy is usually like this card is symbolizing what the rest of the deck is trying to convey. So with this, which is also, you know, Death is also major arcana card. But anyway, so with the World, we have Saturn energy, and we have a sense of her feeling like she doesn't really have, she may feel a bit powerless with some of the events that she may be encountering or some of the people she is meeting. So right now in her life, she doesn't really feel like she has a say or do in her destiny, her fate in her life. She kind of just feels like she's going with the flow and things are just happening for her, or she's just experiencing life. Like she just feels like an observer in her life. She doesn't feel like she is having much of an impact or much of a say on the events she is experiencing. So she may feel a bit discouraged, or she may feel a little bit out of place, because the World kind of also symbolizes all of this fixed energy. And what I mean by fixed energy is everything is kind of just set in stone. Everything's quite like this unmovable force of sorts is stable to a very strong foundation. And now when we talk about Saturn, we're talking about someone that is experiencing these long lasting transformations and these life changing experiences that are meant to not only test us but also help us grow into the best version of ourselves. Because Saturn is a planet that is very, very rewarding, but it makes us work hard for those rewards. It's definitely a planet that rewards us for all of the hard work that we put into our transformations, into our goals, into whatever, I guess, project we work on. May it be ourselves, may it be our careers or love life or whatever it is that we're working on, right? So with this card reverse, I'm just getting a sense that one of the things that she has been struggling with a lot is going through transformations, because the Death card symbolizes a death and rebirth, so a phoenix moment, which, I mean, this kind of, here, let me turn it so you guys see it. It does kind of look like a phoenix rising from the ashes, right? But yeah, the Death card reverse could also symbolize that she hasn't even realized the transformations that she has to go through, or she hasn't even noticed that she has been slowly transforming into this new version of herself. Now, let's talk about the Lovers. So the Lovers is Gemini energy, and here with the Lovers, we're talking about someone that is coming into terms with their own beliefs, understanding their opportunities and their passions and their views on life, is having a sense of individuality when it comes to our own beliefs and our own ideas and our own way of thinking. So with the Lovers reverse, I do feel that one of the things that Wheein is working on, or something that she found very challenging, was whatever idea she may have of love, or whatever idea she may have about what her love life could look like. Now, I really do think that this is romantic, but if we want to generalize it into other areas of her life, I do feel that she may have felt like maybe she didn't deserve love, or maybe she felt like her timing for love was off, or like it was never going to happen. But I do feel that one of the things that I feel that all of these cards are reversed, because she is working on finding the motivation to accept love, or to jump into it, or to open the doors for love to come into her life. So I do feel that romance and love is something that she really wants, and she has visualized entering her life. However, she may not feel the drive and the motivation or even the passion to chase after a dream like that. And maybe chase is not the right word, because I do feel that it's just like naturally going to come into her life. I just feel that she may feel a bit disillusioned with the universe and destiny and fate. Like maybe she wanted something faded, something beautiful, and she just felt like she never got it because her timing was off, or she was not meant for it. But the universe is kind of saying, like, it definitely is there. Don't lose hope. Don't lose that optimism to go forward. Don't lose the drive to experience this. Continue manifesting it. It will happen. I do feel that it's very, okay, I don't know if it's very close, because we'll see that when we get into her love life, but it's definitely meant for her. It's just that maybe she hadn't experienced it before, because maybe it was not the right time for her, or the right person or people that she was meant to meet. She has not encountered those people quite yet. So something like maybe there's a specific time that everything had to happen, and that's why she had not experienced something that she really wanted in terms of romance. But let's jump into her career. Let's see what's going on with Wheein's career. So the first cards that we have is the new moon in Libra with Know You Are Loved, and new moon in Aries with Go For It. So she's definitely going through this super big transformation. And I'm saying this because the new moon symbolizes a new beginning, a new chapter, a new journey, a new path, starting something new. And here we have sister signs or opposite signs. We have Libra and Aries. So Aries is all about ourselves and us as individuals, and Libra energy is all about the other. So that's one way I can explain it. And here we have a fire sign with Aries and we have an air sign with Libra. Now with Know You Are Loved, it kind of shows that in her career, the universe wants to make sure that Wheein understands and knows that she is surrounded by people that care about her, people that love her, and people that want the best for her. And they want to make, and they, in this case her spirit guides, want to make sure that she is aware that every single person she works with, she connects with them in such a level, in such a depth, that people will remember her and will want the best for her because of how kind she is. Now the other card that we have right here is the new moon in Aries with Go For It. So I do feel that we also have mountains, so there has been a lot of challenges that she has like slowly worked into overcoming. Like I do feel like in her career she may have been doing something that required a lot of determination and effort and energy to be put in order to work and manifest. But with a Go For It, I do feel like she's been kind of pushed or encouraged to take a leap of faith, and this is something that we saw in her current energy with the Ace of Wands reverse. It's like the universe may kind of want her to not lose hope or not lose that fire to move forward and do something, to take that leap of faith of sorts. It's like she's okay imagining it and visualizing it, but maybe she finds it a bit difficult to actually take action towards making that dream come true and kind of like trigger the events to make them happen. So with a Go For It card, I do feel that she's kind of being encouraged as well in her career to not hold back, to not hesitate. Like things are going to work out, things, like the ball is on her side, or like things will go in her favor. And there is a sense of like working with these clashing energies in her career. Two energies that work well together but have very different approaches. So, Libra and Aries are they do care about people and they work very well with people, but an Aries energy will be like, if I'm doing well for myself, then everyone's going to be doing well for themselves, right? If we're all being ourselves unapologetically, we're all good. We can all work as individuals. And Libra is more of the energy of like, let's all try to be on the same page and let's try to all work together as a team in order for us to vibe well. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. While Aries is more like, let's all do our own thing and we can still get far. But let's get more what's going on with her career. We have South Node with Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, and we have New Moon, another new moon, in Sagittarius with Luck Is On Your Side. So there might be like a project or something that Wheein wants to work on in her career, and it may have not worked before, or maybe this project didn't take off the way that she had wanted to, but now it's a definitely good time. It's like the universe wants to make sure that she doesn't discourage herself from just going forward and trying new things, or to just go on with that project. What I mean is like maybe she had an idea for something like a project and it didn't take off that nicely or people didn't accept it, but now the universe wants her to kind of like push for it again and be like, I have this idea that you didn't take before, why don't we try it now? And like it definitely feels like luck is on her side. Like now is the perfect time. Now it's a good opportunity because she's surrounded with the right people, she has the right skills. Like there is something about like now is a good time to start on that new thing that she wanted to work on. So with Sagittarius energy, it could be like traveling around, maybe a new idea, maybe bringing this foreign concept into her career, a new way of doing things. Now we Don't Let Past Hold You Back. It's like I have a feeling that this is something that she had brought up before, or this is a project that did not take off that well, but now it will definitely do a lot better than before, because it feels like a lot more people will either be more accepting or a lot more people will be able to actually see where she's coming from and be able to visualize the success that this idea or project has at the current moment and how things are. But let's just get a bit more information about her career. We have the moon reverse. And I'm just going to take the top card from here. We have the Page of Wands reverse. So with the moon reverse, there is a sense of there is both clarity and not really. So what I mean by this is that the moon usually symbolizes a sense of mystery, a sense of the unknown, and of course a bit of intuition. Here the moon is actually Pisces energy. With this card in reverse, I have a feeling that Wheein may not understand or know how things are going to work out because that information will not be given to her by her spiritual team. However, it is going to be clearer for her now that things are going to work out and be more successful, or like her intuition will work even better nowadays. So even if she doesn't have a detailed plan of how her career is going to work out and how it's going to look, it's still a very intuitive feeling that things are going to work out or that she's doing the right thing, but she's only going to feel it when she actually gets started. So we have the Page of Wands reverse. So usually the Page of Wands talks about someone that is very inspired, someone that is super motivated, someone that has that spark within them to learn something new, to do something new, to get working on a new adventure or something along those lines. Pages are supposed to symbolize someone that's pretty young or someone that is very inexperienced with something. So I do feel that in Wheein's case, the fact that it's Wands energy is like the thing that she's very inexperienced is to be a spontaneous person. One of the things that she's working on is kind of working with this energy of just doing things on the fly, seeing how things work out without prior knowledge of it working or not. It's just kind of experiencing things for the first time. I guess this kind of shows that based on the cards that she got earlier, that she's more of a dreamer rather than someone that actually takes action on her dreams. She's happy just visualizing how things are gonna work out and how it, like, all the potentials, rather than actually taking action to see what actually will happen. That's something that maybe she feels a bit more hesitant to do, right? Because some people, especially people that love to daydream, are pretty satisfied with just like visualizing in their mind how different scenarios will play out and how those will work out, and they don't necessarily need to experience it in their life to have already felt that experience, if that makes sense. So with this Page of Wands reverse, I do feel that one of the things that she's working on in her career is to actually just take action to see how things will work out in her life. Now let's jump into her love life and figure out what's going on with Wheein's love life. We have last quarter moon in Taurus with be proud of yourself. So something that she's definitely coming to terms with is understanding that she's worth it, understanding that she's doing a good job in her love life, that she's self-love and care is something that's kind of coming up. Oh my goodness. I just won one card. There you go. And we have void, of course, moon with nothing will come of the situation. So the first thing that I'm getting is if she continues not prioritizing herself, her love life is not going to take off. If she doesn't work on herself in the sense of making sure that she puts herself first, does some self-love and some self-care type of focus, then she will find it very difficult to be in a relationship with anyone because she will not really know what she wants, or she will just kind of not feel satisfied in a relationship if she's constantly giving to somebody else. Now, with the be proud of yourself in this last quarter moon in Taurus, there's a sense of having to work on her self-esteem and her self-worth, especially when it comes to romance. Now, with Taurus energy is an earth fifth sign. So we're talking about someone that is super, super stubborn. Someone that is very stuck in their ways. When they have an idea in their head, you cannot shake them off from that idea. And also you can't push a Taurus to do something because you're just going to get them super angry. Taurus go at their own pace, at their own time. Taurus energy is very generous and very giving to other people. But one of the things that I do feel that in Wheein's case, she kind of has to learn to prioritize herself. She can't really give to other people if she has nothing going on for herself. And what I mean by this is kind of like when you give constantly to other people, you're exhausting your own resources, your own energy, your own mind and time. And she kind of has to at least put some time for herself, some energy for herself, and at least some ideas or thoughts for her own self and her own self-care, that kind of thing, right? But with this last quarter moon in Taurus, I do feel that in her love life, one of the things that she's working on is making sure that she gets the best of the best, to not settle for less, to not lower her standards or lower the bar. It's like have very high expectations and trust that she will find someone that will see her for who she is, for the value that she carries, and that person will be just as valuable as well. And with Void of the Course Moon, I'm also getting that one of the things that is going on in her love life is that she should expect the unexpected, and that she will find love in situations or in places that she never thought she will find them before. Because again, I have a feeling that she's someone that loves to daydream. She is someone that is usually in her head, not necessarily overthinking in a logical, airy way, but more in a watery, like Pisces type of way, right? Someone that's daydreaming, imagining, and visualizing her life. But with the Void of the Course Moon, she will eventually find love, and it will feel unconventional, or it will not look the way that she had visualized it or imagined it. Now let's see. Let's get just some more info about her love life. Yeah, we have the Star Reverse, which is Aquarius energy. We have the Ten of Swords, and then we have Justice Reverse. So a lot of major arcana for Wheein. So again, she's going through a very big transformation in her life, and it's affecting many others as well. So with the Star, we have Aquarius energy, and with Justice, we have Libra energy. This kind of tells me that she will find someone that is very well spoken, very eloquent, and someone that is very logical with their approach and their way of thinking. This also tells me that she's going to end up with someone that is very witty and someone that loves to make conversation with people. I'm not necessarily saying that they're an extrovert, but this is someone that finds it very interesting to figure out what people are thinking and their approach of life. Now, with the Ten of Swords, I do feel that she will feel very stressed in a relationship like this, because this person is going to be very different from her. She is someone that guides herself by her emotions. She's someone that daydreams, someone that kind of goes with the flow and loves to, and it's okay with not really taking action on the things that she wants. But she will end up with someone that at first glance doesn't fit whatever idea she had of a romantic partner, because I have a feeling that this person may not necessarily be romantic. They're like someone that will definitely care for her and love her and look out for her, you know, making sure that she has everything she needs. But this person, like, will not necessarily be romantic in like the emotional sense, because this person is not necessarily, it's not in their nature to work from their heart. I'm not saying that they don't have feelings, I'm just saying that they don't necessarily get emotional or take action when they're emotional. There's a higher chance that this person will be more logical, as in like, you know, if I love this person, I care about them, of course I'm gonna do this thing. Yeah, with this Ten of Swords, I do feel that she might feel a bit stressed, even though this person is definitely everything that she dreams about, and it's like a dream come true, and this person will definitely be very fair at first glance. It may not seem that way to her because of how different they are, so she may actually not even realize that she has found the person that she had dreamed of because of how different they are at first glance. So I do feel that when they meet, it may not be in a conventional way, or when they meet, they may not have very good first impressions of each other, or at least from Wayne's side, she may not really feel like she had a good impression of this person. She may feel like this person's very cold-hearted, or someone that thinks a lot for no reason, something along those lines, or maybe very detached at first. Now let's see what is going on with her healing. Let's get some healing messages for Wheein. Some healing messages. The first card is the Flamingo Spirit reverse with Embrace the In-Between. So yeah, Wheein is someone that is very intuitive, so she may not really like when she doesn't have all the information to what's going on. Like going with the flow and just allowing things to happen may be something that she doesn't really like. Like being spontaneous, it's something that could be very scary, but Embrace the In-Between reverse is kind of the energy of trying to encourage her that sometimes it's okay with just taking action without really knowing what's happening, experiencing things without knowing what the result will be. Like, it's okay. Then we have the Lizard Spirit with Dream the World into Being, and the Elephant Spirit with Learn from the Past. So with Learn from the Past, it makes me think of her career. So instead of having the past become some baggage and burdens that she's carrying constantly in her life, the universe is trying to, well, the Elephant Spirit is trying to encourage her to use that as a tool that she can use to learn from and grow from that experience. So if something didn't work out, try to figure why it didn't work out and try to change it so now it works. Or it's kind of like, don't allow the past to hold you back, and create these fears that don't allow you to just take action into these new opportunities and try to create these new paths and these new experiences. So there's like this transformation of rebirth of sorts. And again, the elephant spirit, and not this spirit animal oracle, in this other one that I have, it's called the wild unknown spirit animal deck. In that one, the elephant is supposed to symbolize the energy that kind of bulldozes over obstacles. So I do feel that the universe is kind of hinting at Wheein to go through this obstacle that may be holding her back, maybe fear, maybe hesitation or baggage from the past of something that didn't work out or something that didn't go in her favor. It's like just kind of power through that, overcome that by just in a way ignoring it, ignoring that fear, ignoring that anger. I mean, I guess ignoring is not the right word, but it's kind of like power through. Just acknowledge that it happens, acknowledge that it's there, have courage and don't allow that to hold you back to the point that you don't take action, especially when the energy and the odds are in her favor. Now, with the lizard spirit, we have dream the world into being. So this definitely comes very naturally to Wheein, because I mentioned with the Ace of Cups that she is someone that has very big imagination. She's someone that's super intuitive. She's a daydreamer. She is someone that she may not even realize that by visualizing what she wants, by daydreaming, she's kind of manifesting the life that she wants in her life. Sometimes all we have to do is imagine these scenarios and we're kind of already manifesting the type of future that we want. By daydreaming and by using our imagination, we are creating a future. And what I mean by that is by preparing different scenarios in our minds, we are already, in a way, experiencing the future in such a way that we can say, if I were to experience this, I wouldn't tolerate this, I wouldn't tolerate that, or this will be nice, this other thing will be nice. And you're slowly kind of speaking into existence the type of future that you want to actually experience in this lifetime. So that is a form of manifestation. So this lizard spirit is kind of saying, continue doing what you're doing when it comes to your daydreaming, because you are unconsciously making your dreams come true. But the other part of this, which is the flamingo spirit reverse, is like, make sure that you still take action towards those dreams, especially if you know that there's something big out there waiting for you. Maybe you may not know how you're going to get into this successful project or get into this successful idea, but be spontaneous and take a leap of faith of sorts. Be the fool, which in tarot that represents a new beginning and taking that leap of faith, entering the unknown with a trust that spirit has your back. Now, I'll leave this here for Wheein. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Seems like she's going through a very important chapter in her life. Life-changing romance of sorts, but also in her career, there seems to be a sense of like having to have the courage that things are going to work out for her well. And there is a lot of like this opposites attract type of energy, or like this clashing energy where it's like we don't see things eye to eye and we have very different approaches, but we have a similar goal. Like I do feel that that's kind of like the vibes that she has, not only in her love life but also in her career. And it's kind of like energies that don't seem to work well together at first are actually going to be very good opposing forces that will balance each other out. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye.